Okay, morning everyone. It's Christmas 2024, so something a little bit different today for the channel. So tune in, see what we're doing, roll the intro. Okay, morning everyone. Yeah, something a little bit different. No flying again. It was really windy this morning and it didn't get light until about 20 past 8, so we wouldn't have had any time to fly. But it gives me the opportunity to do an unboxing video of my Christmas present, which is, I'll get into the shot, the Align TB40 top combo. This is the latest incarnation of the Align T-Rex helicopter. It's a 400 size helicopter and I've had it for just over a week, and obviously it's very important to unbox now to make sure that everything is in the combo and that everything is present and correct. So without further ado, I shall start unboxing. Okay, so as you can see, it's still sealed. I haven't opened it from the time that I bought it, so just cut the seal now, and in typical Align T-Rex fashion, we've got the quality control chitty, and then there's the instruction manual. Now I've watched a few unboxings of this helicopter, and the instruction manual is in black and white, but if you go onto the Align website, you can download a PDF of the latest manual, which is in colour, and it makes it a little bit easier for you to see where screws are to be located and so on. So yeah, there's the instruction manual. I'll just put that there. Okay, we've got a couple of looks like 2024 calendars, which in a couple of weeks are going to be sort of like a little bit out of date, but there you go. And as always with Align, they're set out. You've got your electric devices, your frame set, and your main blades. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with the electric devices. So let's get that out. So the first thing out of the electric device is the Micro Beast Plus or Beast X fly barless controller. Beast X now have got the Beast X Ultra, and although this is the Align T-Rex branding, it is for all intents and purposes the same thing. Now, I'm not going to take it out of the packet because I think it's important that it's in this anti-static packaging. So that's the Beast X fly barless controller. Okay, this TB40 helicopter comes with a Hobby Wing Platinum 60 amp ESC. I don't know why Align have moved away from their own branded ESCs, but I'm quite happy to see a Hobby Wing Platinum because I've used them before and they're very, very reliable speed controllers. So there you are, 60 amp Hobby Wing Platinum ESC. Which brings us then to the motor. Now, I'm not going to be able to read the specs on the motor, and I'm not going to unpack it either, but what I'll do is I'll just quickly check on my phone and I'll be able to tell you exactly what the spec of the motor is. Okay, so it's a RCM BL400MX, which is a 1100 kV 3220 brushless outrunner motor. So I know that this is very similar to the motor that's in my Align T-Rex 470 LP, and it is very, very powerful, and this helicopter is designed to run on a 6S LiPo, so it's going to be plenty powerful. And then the last thing in this box are the 3 cyclic servos and Then there's the one tail servo. Now they're high voltage, they're all aluminium cased and they're metal geared, and I'll tell you now exactly what the specs are of those. So okay, so the cyclic servos, they're the red ones, the 3 red ones, are DS450Ms, and I've used very similar to these, and they always work really well. The tail servo is a DS535M, and it says that it's high voltage, so obviously slightly faster servo for the tail. Lovely servos actually. I love the machined aluminium cases. As I said, I'm not going to take anything out of the main packaging because, you know, it just helps to protect it. It's just a case of checking that everything is there. So I'm going to pop all this stuff back into the box. Okay, so there are the electric devices, all safely back in the box. And now we're going to have a look at the what they call the frame set. Now, I'm quite sort of like intrigued really to see what the size of this heli is going to be. So, okay, so we've got the swash plate. And although the swash plate is assembled, I can see one of the ball links is adrift there, so they're only just placed in loosely, so obviously they need to be taken out and installed with thread lock. The main shaft and the main shaft spacer. The main shaft is really short but really chunky, so it looks a very chunky main shaft. So okay, let's have a look. Okay, we just got some frame parts there, and the frame is sort of like a carbon fibre frame for mounting the ESC and the fly ballast controller, and then there's plastic plate and battery straps then for securing your LiPo into the frame. This is just basically what I call the goodie bag. So you've got tie wraps, double-sided tape, and now they're shipping these kits now with like a support for your antenna wires, which is nice to see. And then there's just, you know, just like servo horns and ball joints, so basically just some of your hardware, and of course your Align T-Rex blade holder as well. Okay, we've got the belt. Now the new TB40 helicopter, but the main motor drives the main shaft via a belt as well. So looking at it, I actually thought that it looked very complicated, but talking to people about this helicopter, they're saying that the drivetrain is very efficient and very quiet, because you haven't actually got a pinion meshing with the main gear. The drive is done with belt, so it does sound very quiet, and it's supposed to be quite a nice system then for keeping a good tension on the tail belt. So it looks quite tricky to set up, but it'd be interesting to see you know, exactly what it's like to build. Okay, and then next coming out then we've got the Canopy with a lot of frame goodies stuff inside it. So we'll take all this out first. Very well packaged, all safely packaged in bubble wrap, which is nice to see. So we've got the, well, I thought they would be white, but they actually look like a grey plastic landing skid. On the bigger TB60 and 70, these are aluminium and they get pushed through and secured, but this is all a one-piece plastic landing skid, so looks really nice. And then we've got a very small main gear actually. As I said, you know, it is driven now by gears and pulleys, so I can't tell you much about it because obviously I've never built a heli with this sort of design before, so it'll be interesting to see how easy it is to set up and, you know, how efficient it is as well. Okay, another thing with this TB40 as well is the boom now goes into adjusters, and just by turning 2 screws you can actually get the tail boom to slide in and out to get the belt tension. So it's supposed to be, you know, a really great way of getting the tail belt tensioned. And what we've got in this bag is we've got the tail rotor head, and then we've got the tail casing, which is all assembled, but as I've said before, you know, all this will have to be taken apart and reassembled, and the thrust race greased and so on. But it does look a very nicely made aluminium components. And then we've got just what I call the tail skid then, which is, you know, carbon fibre but covered in like a grey plastic. So yeah, it looks really nice. We've also got the tail blades in there as well. So okay. Unusual for it to be packaged with bubble wrap inside the plastic bags. Right, okay, so there we've got the main rotor head already assembled, but obviously, you know, it is going to have to be stripped down and completely rebuilt. Black anodized aluminium, and then red aluminium as well, which looks really nice. I don't know whether Shell can pick up on the colours there, but looks very nice. So yeah, the main rotor head.
3.
Okay, this bag looks like it contains basically the main shaft bearing block, and also then you've got a minor shaft, which is what the belt from the motor runs to. All black aluminium, bearings in place. There's also sort of like your servo mounts contained in that bag as well. As I said, you know, I'm not going to take anything out the bags because I want them in the correct bags with the correct numbers for when I assemble it. And then basically we've got the carbon fibre frame, which contains basically the bottom and the top frames. Again, with this, what I thought was white plastic, but it actually looks like grey, and it's quite unusual because it looks to me that you're actually screwing now into sort of like nylock nuts that are captive in the plastic in the frame. So you know, that's nice, because obviously if it's cutting down on the amount of like thread lock you need to use, and the chance of sort of like screws getting damaged. Sometimes you can't get the screws out with thread lock and you need to heat things up. So it is quite nice to see them using like nylock nuts, because I think it will make it you know, a little bit easier really to assemble. So yeah, there's the carbon fibre frames. So yeah, lots of parts. They're always very complicated, these kits. Okay, let's have a look at the canopy then. So straight away, lovely painted canopy. It's not fiberglass. I think it's actually feels like carbon fibre matting actually, because it's very light, and a little bit bigger than what I thought it was going to be as well. It does look quite a bit bigger than the 470 LP, but very nicely painted. I don't know whether that's coming out on the camera as a shadow.
Beautiful.
But it is really popping. I love the orange and the blue. So yeah, TB40 painted, I think carbon fibre canopy. So very nice that. Okay, so the last thing in the box, we've got the main blades, and I always have the main blades in a separate box. So there you go, nice set of Align carbon fibre main blades. They should be 380mm. Let's have a look. Just get a rough measurement. Because the 380 is from the tip to where your screw goes into the blade holder, and they are 380. So very similar actually to the 470 LP and also the Goose Guy RS4. I think the Goose Guy RS4 is a slightly bigger heli, but here you are. As I said, I wanted the latest incarnation of a T-Rex. So what we've got there is we've got the carbon fibre boom, and then obviously we've got the push rod in there for the tail as well. Now that's a really chunky boom and quite long as well, and it's got this plastic design now which when you turn two adjustment screws it gets pulled in and out of the adjusters, which gives you the belt tension. Yeah, so a very chunky carbon fibre tail boom. I love the Align T-Rex TB40 on there, so very light, should be very strong as well. So that's the contents of the main blade package. Just going to quickly just go over the size of the heli. So as I've said, the main blades are 380mm and the main rotor diameter is 851mm. The whole helicopter from the tip of the canopy to the back of the tail is 747mm. So, you know, we're talking about really a main rotor span that's not that far off really, only just short of a metre. So it is actually quite a big helicopter. But you know, there it is. There's all the contents, the kit. There you go. So just a quick unboxing, just to make sure that everything is there and everything is in the kit. As I said, I didn't want to unpackage anything, so I'm sorry for the fact that you've just had to have a look at things through the plastic bags, but obviously I want to keep everything in the correct bag for the assembly procedure. So there you are, that's my Christmas present to myself, the Align T-Rex TB40. Okay, thanks for watching, thanks for everybody that tunes in, and all my subscribers and anybody that interacts with the messaging and so on. It's always appreciated, and hopefully we'll see you soon with a flying video. Okay, so thank you, bye.
Bye.